season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. He's up to 57 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. To throw, it's Beck. He's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at touchdown Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I'll show you. I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to buy time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Scanning the field, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Punts it out of the air. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just... They'll be on fourth down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. He now has 79 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The Dogs will snap it on first and 10.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches. To the air, it's Stockton. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On the move, it's Pringle. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. And the Canes heading quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against a safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it up.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the air, it's back. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Caught over the middle. It's Belt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner
breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Handoff to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fakes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job on this defense.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for space. It's Frazier. There he goes. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have some...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then guess what? It gets into passing situations.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get... Run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Beck. It's complete on the right side. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Marion. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The extra point here would tie the game.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not a lot of room, but found... Head for two out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Defense has to be better on third down getting a pass rush. He had way too much time to throw that football and found a wide-open target deep down the field on third and long. That is inexcusable if you're on defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's that's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes a handoff. It's Frazier. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Humphries. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Georgia sent out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You've got to be physical. You've got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of the end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Back to throw, it's back. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. He's got it. He gets a block. No, he got loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs. Take the legs out from underneath him so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That's caught. It's Marion. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Connection to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And now the lead's extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. They're working that left side. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game. When you're trailing right now, you've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Complete in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a man, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Snagged in the middle. It's Bauman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to pass. He's got it on the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the move. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Bring in the heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Looks as if they're going to get this W. Really good performance on the ground today, guys, against a team that was nipping at their heels in the top 25.
Yeah, and kind of like, all right, dude, well, you're going to go ahead and go back down a few spots. You weren't ready to be up here near us. Big prove-it game throughout the season, right? It's building blocks, Palmer, right? We're starting the 1st quarter of the season. Nice win for this unit.
It's got to feel really good, David. You're right, to know what you can lean on. This is going to be a long, physical, grind season, and they know after today, they can run the football. They can trust this offensive line to get it done. Very, very impressive.